guys, so welcome back to my Bookmas 2019 series. This is going to be day 10, and it is also going to be my first ever book haul. They aren't really Christmas themed, these books, but I figure it works well enough. So first up, we have 3 books from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy series. I have very minimal knowledge of this series, but what I do know is hilarious, and I have been wanting to take a closer look at them. And the other thing I also really like about these is how small they are. Like, that's one of them. And these are really, really tiny, quick little books. So, yeah. Next is book 3 in the Spirited Away manga series. I have not read any of these yet, but I have watched Spirited Away, and I do love it. It's not my favorite Miyazaki movie, but it's like in my top 2 actually. I would say the only one I like more than this is Howl's Moving Castle. So I thought it would be fun to read the manga. This is admittedly part 3, so you know, I'll miss some things, but I'm gonna guess it's pretty close to the movie, so I'm not too worried about that. And next up we have Tamsin by Peter S. Beagle. I have not read anything by Peter S. Beagle before, but I've heard really good things about The Last Unicorn. And I have also heard that he has a very similar writing style to J.R.R. Tolkien, and I am of course a huge Tolkien fan, so I thought something by him would be a good addition to my collection. And also, this was filed under Young Adult, which is one of my favorite sections. So this one's called This Dark Endeavor. I know almost nothing about it, except for the fact that it's listed on the back as a prequel to Mary Shelley's Gothic classic Frankenstein. And I thought that sounded interesting, particularly since this looks like it's aimed at a younger age range. And I also know that Kenneth Opel has a pretty good reputation, at least based on what I've heard, so I thought I would give it a try. Also, I'm pretty sure this book must have been donated but never actually integrated into the library, because there's no stickers anywhere on it, and it's also in really good condition compared to a lot of the other books that were at sale. This one's called Do Hard Things by Alex and Brett Harris. I have actually read most of this one before, but it was in a classroom setting when I was in high school. I remember enjoying what we read at that point, so I thought I would give it a try again. And this is another one that's in really good condition and probably was never actually in the library officially because, yeah, no stickers anywhere. I almost missed this one when I was looking through all the shelves, but some things ended up falling over, and this one quite literally bounced off the shelf at me, and then I took a look at it and went, oh my goodness, it's the best school year ever. I grew up with the audiobook of this book and I absolutely adore it. It is hysterical, so I thought that I could not pass this chance up, especially since I'm pretty sure this is the only time I've ever actually seen this book physically. This one's The Unfinished Tales by J.R.R. Tolkien. I have not read nearly as much of Tolkien's expanded universe stuff as I really should, and I thought this would be a good one to look at. When was this published? And see, it has all the Elvish writing along the top. That's kind of cool. Okay, and it looks like this one was reprinted in 1982. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Now, I haven't actually read any Edgar Allan Poe yet, and this one is a Children's Classics edition, but it has Fall of the House of Usher, The Murders in the Rue Morgue, and The Pit and the Pendulum, so I thought that would be interesting to take a look at. And last but not least, we have Asterix at the Olympic Games. I actually grabbed a bunch of these Asterix books while I was there, but I figured there was no point in showing all of them. I can just represent one. If I showed every book I got at the book sale, we would be here for much longer, and I don't think any of us have time for that, so I'm just going to stick with a representative. I believe I read part of this one when I was younger, but didn't actually read the whole thing, and I do really love the Asterix books. And they present a side of history in a specific area that we don't really hear very much. Obviously, it's like a comedic, slapstick, borderline spoof version of it, but it does focus on a people group that don't tend to get as much attention. The Romans get a lot of attention, but the Gauls don't usually get as much. So, yeah. And the puns, oh my goodness, the puns in this series are hysterical. Like the chief being named Vital Statistics. I did not get that when I first read this. And now I think it's really funny. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. If you have any questions or comments, I'd be happy to talk to you about them down below in the comments. What kind of books do you think you guys would like to get for Christmas this year? Anyway, this has been day 10 of Bookmas 2019, and I will see you all later. Merry Christmas.